Hello and welcome back to PIHOA Network. Today, we explore Mauritius. Mauritius has multiple nicknames, including Star and Key of the Indian Ocean. Mauritius, officially the Republic of Mauritius, is an island nation in the Indian Ocean, about 2,000 kilometers off the southeastern coast of East Africa, east of Madagascar. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to visit Mauritius in the early 16th century. Later, the island was taken by the Dutch in 1598, holding on until 1710. They named it Mauritius after the governor of Nassau. It was taken by the French in 1721 and renamed Île-de-France. The French brought in African slaves and established sugar plantations. After a war between England and France, a peace treaty was signed in 1814. The island was handed over to Britain and reverted to its former name of Mauritius. The British retained most of the characteristics developed during French rule. Slavery was abolished in 1835 to be replaced by indentured workers from India. After the First World War, the Great Depression led to labor unrest. The Mauritian Labour Party MLP was formed in 1936 and political activity intensified after Second World War. A general election was held in March 1959, which was won by the MLP led by Sagur Ramgoolam. In May 1965, racial riots broke out between followers of MLP and Mauritius Party PMSD. The British had to quell riots between Crowleys and Indo-Mauritians. After a constitutional conference in 1965, the Chagos Island was hived off from Mauritius, initiating a dispute. A pro-independence coalition led by MLP won the 1967 election, leading to independence on 12 March 1968. Ramgoolam became the first prime minister. In 1969, Ramgoolam entered an alliance with PMSD leader Gaëtan Deval, dissolving the pro-independence coalition. Paul Birenga formed the Mauritian Militant Movement MMM the same year. Ramgoolam was re-elected in 1976 and made efforts to diversify the economy. Effects including Cyclone Claudette in 1979 and deteriorating sugar prices in the 1980s led to his loss to MMM and Mauritian Socialist Party PSN in the 1982 general election, and Anri Jugnauth became prime minister. Later, in 1983, Jugnauth broke away from MMM to form the Militant Socialist Movement MSM. They won a subsequent election in which MLP became a minority in a coalition government. Ramgoolam was appointed Governor General, a position he held until his death in 1985. The new government oversaw a period of growth in the export processing zone, EPZ. There was industrial growth, which created employment across the ethnic spectrum. Tourism also grew and brought new opportunities. On 12 March 1992, Mauritius voted to become a republic. However, executive power remained with the Prime Minister. The last Governor General became the first president. Despite a positive economic performance, there was dissatisfaction in quality of education. This led to a fall in government popularity. Elections were held in 1995 and Navin Ramgoolam, son to Sagur of the MLP-MMM alliance, became prime minister. In 1999, the country experienced its worst racial unrest since independence. This was mainly due to economic inequalities among the racial groups. The poorer community largely Creole, felt aggrieved. A situation continued into the start of 21st century. In response, the government invested in more lucrative economic sectors. Legislative representation was also addressed. Piracy in the Indian Ocean, an economic drain, was also tackled by deploying a specially trained unit. Sir Jagannath was returned as Prime Minister when MSM allied with MMM to win the 2000 election. Paul Birenga had his term as Prime Minister in 2003 when Jagannath became the president. An MLP-led coalition won the 2005 election and Ramgoolam returned as Prime Minister. Ramgoolam led another coalition that won the 2010 election, largely accredited to managing a stable economy. Ideological issues between Ramgoolam and President Jagannath led to the latter's resignation in 2012. It was yet another term for Jagannath when he led another coalition to victory in 2014, whose campaign was based on an executive presidency. In 2015, Amina Fakim became the first female president of Mauritius. Jagannath stepped down as Prime Minister in January 2017, handing over to his son, Pravin Jagannath. The following year, President Fakim resigned over alleged financial scandal. In the election held in 2019, Jagannath's coalition had a convincing win. After a prolonged dispute with the United Kingdom over the Chagos Islands, a May 2019 United Nations resolution affirmed that the territory forms an integral part of Mauritius. The Maldives also makes claims over the territory. Mauritius has made remarkable progress in comparison to mainland African nations. It nevertheless experienced unique challenges such as racial tension and the Chagos issue. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to PIHOA Network for more fascinating stories of Africa. Thank you.